probably one of my favorite makeup looks. Y'all see my cat? Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Mermaid Makeup Monday. It has been a while, I know. But we are back with another one. Finfolk just released Escalla as the Tail of the Month, coming back for the first time since 2023. And I have so much lore with this tail. I actually started mermaiding in 2023. I saw Escalla and I fell completely in love with her. I didn't start until fall of 2023, and Escalla was in the summer launch and the first launch of the Merbella Finfolk collabs, so I missed out on her. And then I later got Escalla secondhand. I would have loved to have owned the silicone. It is now with Wands and Wishes. That is my all-time favorite tail. I'm a big elemental flute girly, if you don't know, so Escalla is my favorite. So I was like, what better time to come back to doing Mermaid Makeup Mondays than during the month in which Escalla is Tail of the Month. So we are gonna go over this makeup look with you all today. I did this in a little bit of a different format because, like, you guys see me do the same foundation. I haven't changed the foundations that I'm using or anything, so I just skipped over that and then we went straight into the colors. So let me know if you guys like that format down in the comments, or if you prefer me starting completely from zero to finish. Let me know what y'all want to see, because I am here to provide content for you. But yeah, we'll get started in this. I thought it'd be fun to talk a little bit about Escalla. So Escalla was originally designed after a grouper fish. And I just, like, it's so funny to me because when I look at a grouper, it's not the prettiest fish I've ever seen in the world, but Escalla is the prettiest tail I've ever seen in the world. There have been many tails out there. I will say Jaguar is the only other tail that's made me be like, wow, I like that, which makes me realize I'm really a neutral tail girly. I love Escalla so much. She is my dream tail. So Escalla is absolutely my all-time favorite tail. She is my dream tail. I have her up on my vision boards. I just love her, like, so much. That is my heart tail. So if I ever get lucky enough to have a custom one done from Merbella, which I have, fingers crossed, because I have not gotten any silicone from anyone, because I would really like my first one to be from Raven. She will definitely have elements of Escalla, because I can't picture a more perfect tail. So hopefully that happens in the future. So I wanted to honor my love for Escalla by coming back for Mermaid Makeup Mondays and doing some makeup looks. I test ran this look a couple times. I have gotten so many compliments on it, so it is something that you could wear on a regular basis. If you just wanted like a nice neutral smoky eye, I will show you how to achieve this in the video. And we started like with a matte look and then added glitter, so you can always step it up how you feel most comfortable and what makes you feel most beautiful in your persona, because, you know, as I say, makeup is open to interpretation, so there's no one size fits all, which is great about it. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and leave me a comment down below to let me know what you all want to see next. And let's get into the video, shall we? So in all of my other videos, I haven't changed how I do my base makeup, so I just went ahead and did that to save time. If you guys like these videos better, where the base is already done and then we go into like the color portion, let me know. Or if you prefer to see from start to finish, let me know down in the comments, because I definitely want to give you guys what you want to see. But I was thinking that since I do my base all the same still, that you guys can see that in previous videos. So let me know what you think and we'll get started on the color. I'm going to start with my eyes, and I'm going to go in with this Juvia's Place palette. I think this is the perfect palette for Escalla. The colors are pretty spot on, I would say. I did a trial run of this the other day. I thought it looked really great. Another really pretty option would be the Golden Hour palette from ColourPop, and I'll let you see those pigments. And this palette looks like this. I think they're all beautiful shades, and again, both of these could be used for Escalla very easily. This could also be used for Sunseeker, I think, or any kind of like neutral tail. I'm gonna start with this matte cream color shade, and I'm gonna put that right underneath my brows. Everything is already primed and neutralized, and I'm just using a flat packing brush for that. Then I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to pick up this mid-tone shade here. On the palette, it is the third one down. Just tapping off the excess and then starting at the far corner in little circular motions and windshield wiper motions, and just blending that all out and getting that all nice and ready for the smoke that we're doing with this tail. I think that Escalla was probably one of the most anticipated tails to come back. The only one that I would say would rival it would be Damsel. I think people really, really love Damsel and really want to see that tail come back. As far as the Finbella tails, and then there's just so many that I see people looking for Finfolk tails to come back. So I've got that nice neutral in there just to give a little bit of dimension. Then I'm going to go in with a tapered blending brush. So the difference, hopefully you guys can see the difference in a tapered blending and the other blending brush that we used. Got mascara on my hand somehow. So I'm going to go in with the tapered blending brush, and we are going to use this shade here. It's coming off a little bit lighter on camera, but I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm going to go in and use this. It's a really rich brown. So I'm going to start with this shade, and then we're going to move to this shade on the same brush. For the lighter shade, I'm going to pack it a little further down on the brush, and then for the deeper shade, we're just going to use it right at the tip so it doesn't go as far down. So just picking that up, tapping off the excess, and then starting in little circles on the outside edge and kind of just looking for that eye socket and blending that up and over. That's going to give us that nice start to the smoky look that I want for this look for Escalla. Like Dory said in Finding Nemo, just keep swimming. We're just keep blending. That is the name of the makeup game. And then just going to do the same thing on the other side. And you can kind of do a less than, greater than sign, or like a sideways V, just to get that color in there, and then working it towards the bridge of the nose. I think I've mentioned it in other videos, but in case you didn't know, I do have more hooded eyes, so I do take this up a little bit higher just to give the illusion of more space. And also, if I left it just in the crease on my eyes, you wouldn't see that color. So I do blend it a little bit higher up just because my eyes are more hooded. So now I'm gonna go in with that deeper brown shade, and I'm just gonna tap that right on the end. You can see the graduation of color there, and like how that deeper shade is literally right on the tip. And then I'm gonna keep that one really concentrated right on that outside portion of the eye and in the deep part of the crease. I've done this look a couple times since the first time I ran it for Escalla, and I will say, like, whether I'm wearing it out or, you know, in person, or if I'm streaming, for those of you that don't know, I live stream on Twitch. I'm a pretty big gamer, I have been my entire life. So I do stream on Twitch 5 days a week, and this is the look that has gotten the most compliments whenever I go live. I feel like the lighting looks weird, but hopefully you guys can see the lighter shade blending up, and then the different color gradients on this, and then just kind of eyeballing it, looking straight on into a mirror, and then blending it based on the look you want, or how smoky you want it, how diffused you want it, how blown out you want the color. It's all about preference. As you can see, that was using 4 colors there. And then I'm gonna use that trick that I showed you all in several videos back. I don't remember if it was the first video that I filmed, the concealer trick. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer on my lid, and then I'm gonna look up and roll my eyes to establish a guideline for where to do my cut crease. And that's just the same concealer that I use on my face, which is the L'Oreal Infallible. I'm just gonna take a synthetic flat packing brush and smooth that out and get that shape exactly how I want it, following that guide. The guide just makes it easier, and then when you do go in with the concealer, one of the clients that I had a couple weeks ago, she saw a massive difference because we did one side with the concealer and then one side without the concealer. She was like, oh yeah, I definitely prefer the concealer side because it just cleans it up a little bit more to where that cut crease is more prominent. Now, you don't have to do this. You can skip this step if you don't want it as prominent as a cut crease. You can just do what I'm doing right now, literally with an eyeshadow. So that's with the cut crease. What I've done with it is I went back in with the same shade that I used on my brow. If you want more of a matte look, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You could also use a shimmery shade. You could add glitter on top of this, depending on if you want matte or if you want shimmer. I can't tell. I just turned one of my secondary lights off, so you guys will have to let me know if this looks better, if the more light looked better. I just can't tell in the viewfinder. It almost looked too blown out, like you guys couldn't see the colors. So there is that. And then I like to, once I do that, go back in and just with that tapered blending brush, freshen up the outside smoke, like so. Then I'm going to take the pencil you all have seen me use several times. It is just the Makeup Forever Aqua, what is it, Aqua Resist pencil in black. And I'm going to line my tight line and really get that smudged in there because we are going to smoke the lower lash line out. And I do a half on my upper. This kind of shows you side by side what it looks like. And halfway on the upper lash line, and then really working that into the lashes. Always makes my eyes water just a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the same tapered blending brush that we use, and I'm gonna do like this with it. I'm gonna pick up the darkest shade right on the tip, and then I'm gonna use that to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm just smoking it out. And so that is what it looks like bringing the smoke into it. So then I'm gonna go in with our eyeliner. We're gonna use the NYX Epic Wear. It is just the black one. Get a little winged liner moment going. This is one of the trickier parts for me because, again, I do have hooded eyes, so I have to go from looking down to looking up to see where that fold is on my hooded eyes, like so. It is time for me to get another one of these. Anytime it's kind of rough to get a line, I know that it's time for a refresher. What did you guys think about the Finfolk summer line? Their new accessories were so gorgeous. I didn't pick anything up from this line. I just was not fast enough to get anything this time. I really wanted some of the accessories. I thought they were so beautiful. So beautiful. The Finfolk team did a great job. I really love the YouTube premieres. I think that the videos, this one especially, like, I think the videos are always great, you know, even when they're swimming at the Finfolk tanks, but this one that they did in the Bahamas, oh my gosh, it was like a cinematic masterpiece. Brandy did such a beautiful job, and everybody did such a great job in their tails that they were modeling. It was so pretty. I feel like from this line, it was really hard to like pick a favorite. Atlas was definitely my favorite, and as a neutral tone mermaid girl, that was my favorite out of the group. I hope that eventually one swims its way to me. I was not able to get one this time, but hopefully in the future. Now I'm just gonna go in with my trusty extended play mascara. You all know this is my ride or die. I have recommended this mascara to so many people over the years, and even still now. And I'll just go, if I'm swimming, which I won't be getting in the water today, but if I am swimming, then I will do this one usually on my lower lashes, and then I do a waterproof on top. If I'm not, then I just do this one on top and bottom. I spend a lot of time at Disney. Everyone's always like, how does your mascara not run in this heat? I'm like, it's this. I'm trying to put you on, girl. There is no gatekeeping here. There is none. If I know how to do something, I will happily share it. And if I know someone who knows how to do something, I am happy to ask. I think that we should share our knowledge on things. It's what makes community. The difference that some mascara and eyeliner makes is crazy. Crazy, girl, crazy. I'll be honest with you guys, my eyebrow pen, she is no longer with us. So I'm just going to, I like clean this off really well, and I will just brush this through my brows because my hair is black. But I have to go to the store and get more of my brow pencil. Actually, a couple of things, but I realized it a little too late, and it is 4th of July weekend, and I am not leaving my house. Nay, it's crazy out there. Okay, so, and then to just zhuzh it up a little bit, I'm going to take the darkest shade in this palette on an angled brush and just lightly dust that through my brows so they look a little more shapely. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm going to take some of my highlighter and put it right in my inner corner of my eyes just to give it a little pop, a little reflection. like so. And then I'm gonna put the rest of the color on my face because I just did foundation, so I don't have like bronzer, blush, highlighter on. So we're gonna add those really quickly. I am still using the Juvia's Place. The Zaria color is the one that I use for my bronzer. For blush today, I don't know if MAC still makes this one. It's called Melba. It's a little bit more of a neutral with a hint of peach to it. So I wanna use this one since we have a neutral tail. All of my favorite products from MAC before I like officially left the company, I stocked up on because I know they're notorious for discontinuing things. I'm just going to pick my bronzer up and start at the back and then slowly work that forward. I like the angled brush because you can kind of sweep it across the cheek. Oh my goodness. So random. So I don't know who in the house is a Game of Thrones fan. I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan, and so I'm obviously watching House of the Dragon. So I got a suggested post about another show that, what is her name? I forget her name. She's the one that plays Alicent. She's in, it's called The Girlfriend, and it is on Prime. Oh my gosh, I binge watched that. It was actually really good, but it was crazy. It was so crazy. I don't even know how to describe it without ruining any of it. I mean, I guess I can lightly. There's a guy and girl, they meet and fell in love, and the mom hates the girl. So it's this whole thing with the mom and daughter, but it is crazy. I don't know if it's considered like a psychological type. I don't know what genre it's in, but if anyone's seen that, let me know what you thought about it, or you know, if you're into stuff like that. They're not really like my go-to shows. It was very interesting though, but I just wanted to watch it because that actress was in it. But if you do watch it, let me know what you think. Also, if you have any recommendation for any new series, let me know. Every Sunday, I'm just basically waiting for the new episode of House of Dragon. If you're watching that, let me know. Oh my God. The last two, the third one's about to come out, but the last two just broke me. And I know what's gonna happen. I know how everything is supposed to go down, but they've been changing a lot of things. So I'm kind of curious as to what's gonna happen with the show and like how that's gonna impact. Because if you didn't know this about House of the Dragons and like the tale of Rhaenyra, the Dance of the Dragons, the book accounts are from several different accounts and they all have their own biases. So there's room for interpretation on whether it's true, you know, how the story was manipulated. And so there is room for the show to kind of do some other things, and they definitely have. The odd part is that they have like cut out some major characters and then replace them with other characters. That's the part that's like, okay, well, what's happening here? Yeah, I won't ruin it or spoil it for anyone that doesn't know. If you've watched Game of Thrones, then you know what is supposed to happen with Rhaenyra. But again, Joffrey said that after reading, you know, these accounts. So is it truly what happened, or was that just the accounts that were in the histories? So I am interested to see like what changes that they make with the show. I am Team Black. I love Rhaenyra. And all I can think of, if you are watching Game of Thrones, or if you are watching House of the Dragon, that you know what I'm talking about with the bring Aegon the usurper to me. And I'm like, that's all I can think of. And it's so funny seeing like all of those TikToks about that, because it's all these ones where I was like, I was gonna skip my run today, but somebody needs to bring Aegon the Usurper to Rhaenyra. And I'm like, that's so funny to me. That's what I spend my time doing. I have so many nerdy hobbies, from like Disney, Star Wars, video games, anime, fantasy series, like, and then, you know, mermaid life. So I just, always something going on. So there is blush, bronzer, highlighter, then nose contour. Using the same thing that I always do, another fluffy brush. This one is a tinier circle brush, and then my Kevin Aquan. Is it considered a bronzer? It's a sculpting powder, is its exact title. It's so funny, I use this stuff every day and I still have to sometimes look at what it's actually called, because I'd be like, that's my nose contour, but I'm like, what does it say on the package? You know, now I have that stuck in my head. For those of you that don't know, and if you've been here a while, I'm sure you do, or if you have heard me talk ever, I am ADHD, and so I be vocal stimming like crazy. My live broadcast, it's just like, all right, what's her vocal stim gonna be today? That Aegon the Usurper, that's all I can think of. You don't understand, like, because I cut them out, so I'm a little less annoying, how many times like I'll say that same thing out loud. and just have to cut it out because it's like, oh, you know what you can't cut it out of? Live streams. So my Twitch people get to hear me say the same vocal stem over and over again. A lot of it is different because it has to do with the gameplay that's going on here lately. I'm spinning like a ballerina has been a big one. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to using the white eyeliner, and sorry about the Australian accent. I don't know if you can tell. So I have a projector. I don't think you can really see it. I have a projector on my back wall there. That's why there's not like wall decor on that random wall. And I have H2O playing, so you just can't hear it because, you know, copyright and stuff. One of my friends was so kind as to sharing how she gets the perfect white dots, and she uses a dotting tool that you would use for like nails. I will link in the comments my favorite one. I have been using this because you still got to kind of pray and poke for when you set it down, but it makes things pretty even. But I literally ordered the exact one she used because I was like, that's good right there. That was smart. She's very smart, super smart girl. I will say one of my favorite parts about Escalla is all of the white on her. I love that pearly white that Raven does. It's just chef's kiss, so good. I don't remember it. I have cut out of doing Mermaid Makeup Mondays for so long. I actually don't remember when the last one that I did was. I think it was when Star and I did it, which is so funny. I just saw her. When did we hang out? Was it Wednesday, I think? Maybe Thursday? I can't remember. We did not do anything mermaid related. We just hung out and had a good time. I don't think I've done a Mermaid Makeup Monday since then, and I think that was in February. It's been a crazy year though. It's been a crazy year. Okay, so literally the only thing in my head right now is Aegon the Usurper. Only thing in my brain. I need to find the clip and maybe I can just insert it so you guys can hear it.
Bring Aegon, the Usurper, to me.
Okay, so I put little dots like so. I need the nice thing about this too is it comes in different sizes. I keep trying so hard not to keep saying it. Luckily I can just cut all of those out. Got our cute little dots. Gonna add a smidgen of these. Perfect. And then some lashes. I'm gonna do some lashes. I do just like my makeup better with lashes on. I know for a while I was like, I'm not gonna do lashes because I don't use lashes in the water, but I have actually been putting lashes on in the water. It's funny because like around hour 4, they're done. They're so done. Also, one cool thing that I'm learning, I'm trying to branch out into doing like more content photography, and I did it in high school and a little after high school. I just never stuck with it. One of my friends, she works as a content photographer for a lot of companies. Nintendo is one of them. I reached out to her because she was liking my mermaid stuff, and she's gonna help me kind of figure out a style, because I kind of show her some like references of like what I've done and where I'd kind of like things to be at, and so she's super sweet and I'm excited to see where that goes. Another thing since I last talked to you guys is I have started my journey into scuba, which I did not realize I would love it as much as I do. My friend is my instructor and she's been like, you're really good at this, you'd be a good instructor, and I'm like, oh no. And then now I'm like, well, I kind of like it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm very thankful for her and her being in my life. She's been such an amazing support. She's good people, and she's also funny as hell. I love funny people. All right, so there it is with some lashes on. I feel like my hair is so flat. Oh. Anyways, so now I guess we do a little lip action. With Escalla, we're doing more of a neutral look, so I'm going to do a neutral lip, and this is one of the Kylie lip pencils. I've had it for a while, so I don't know if they still make this one, but it's called A Decade. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm filming a makeup tutorial.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're
I'm
fine.
so sorry.
Are you home?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have like 15, 20 more minutes and I'll be ready to go.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let Squish know. I'm so sorry.
You know, you're fine. It's fine. It's funny. I'm gonna leave this in the video. All right, I'll message you.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye. It's so funny. It's my friend Kat. I'm just lining my lips per usual. And then I'm just gonna fill it in. It's a girls' gaming night, so that's why she was calling. I really love the way this lipstick looks without anything else on it, but I'm pretty sure this is the same lipstick that goes with this lip liner, and liquid lipsticks are always gonna stay on better than a traditional lipstick. If you know me, you know one of my favorite things to do is to tap the tiniest amount of concealer in the middle of my lips, and it makes like a really pretty ombre effect. So that's what it looks like. So this is the finished makeup look for Escalla. There's a lot of things, like I said, you could do. You could add some gold glitter. I can show you guys that. I have a ton of different glitters. If I'm going in the water, I only use biodegradable glitters. So I have one from Slayfire, and this one is called Golden Age. So I would just tap some of this on to my lid if I wanted to add a little extra zhuzh to it. But I do like the all matte look personally for this. Just want to show you guys, if you did want to tap some glitter on it, you could. There's another glitter that I really like. There's this glitter too. It's the Half Magic. I don't know that these are biodegradable, so I can't say you could use these in the water necessarily, but I like how they brush on. So I'm just going to show you this one. I'm just going to show you guys some options. So that's what it looks like with kind of more of that brushed on glitter look. So I'm going to put a top, a crown on, and some accessories, and then I'll be right back. And here is the finished look. This is what I would pair with her. One of my Merbella crowns that goes with Escalla. I love the clamshell crowns. They're so beautiful. These are some of my mother of pearl earrings that I have. I want to get some more of these and some bigger ones, but I love these. One of my Merbella necklaces, and then a Merbella top, just so you guys can kind of see what I would pair with her. Actually, I have not worn this crown in the water at all. She's just been chilling. So hopefully I will take her out pretty soon. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this look. I think it is one that you could wear with so many different tails, any kind of neutrals, and it's really pretty just to wear on a regular day, I'm not gonna lie. I got a lot of compliments on it, so let me know what you guys think about this look for Escalla down in the comments below. Let me know what you all want to see next as far as tails go. I do have Mirage up on the list. I've had a lot of people, especially my friends who work with wands and wear Mirage, asking about that one. So that will probably be next up on the list. But other than that, let me know what you all want to see down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Also, I don't know if you can tell, I have like the most giant Clefairy Squishmallow ever on my bed. Like, it is massive. Anyways, I'm still vocal stimming about Aegon the Usurper. Jimmy!